Love and respect, everyone. Hi, Ezekiel and Ariel. Ezekiel Zaytel, right, Leach Brown. Ariel Roxanne Brown. It's your grandma, Roxanne Grinage. And we're well and underway with the new civil rights movement where families fight back. DHS, demonic horror stories, where families say no more. No more kidnap for profit of our children. No more decimation of earnings and household finances and entrepreneurial businesses. No more racketeering. No more human trafficking of our children so that greedy, fat cat engorged court position serial criminals bearing titles of Esquire, Custody Master, and Judge Robert J. Matthews may grow fatter and wealthier on the stolen vested interests, stolen health, obstructed education, and stolen careers contributions of working class, middle class, impoverished students, and upper class targeted because they had some money American families. Look for this flyer. Go to www.HireLyrics.org. You'll notice my next blog talk radio show, Hire Lyrics is Born to Serve, on Blog Talk Radio, where we try to meet every Sunday at 11 a.m. to share administrative solutions to market entering challenges for the previously unaccommodated worldwide population of disadvantaged creators. Tries to meet, call in number 646-200-4377 is not scheduled until next May 9th. That's a month away. Today is April 10th, one day after Grandma's 53rd birthday, where she dedicates all the work that she does, Ezekiel and Ariel, to the rescue of children like yourself who have been kidnapped for profit and thrust into prolonged suffering, abusive situations, intensified injuries, because somebody wants to benefit on your suffering. Somebody wants to benefit as a result of you suffering. In this case, it's Department of Human Services. Anne Marie Ambrose is the commissioner now. Foster care contractors, and Evil, your stepmother, who's raising you, think that she's your mother. She is not. Her name is Sandra Sullivan. She has beat on you. She's allowed her son to beat on you, and the suffering that's been caused by your father, never able to be recovering from the disease of addiction, and has harmed you while he was drunk and under the influence, has set you up to be the targets of a kidnap for profit, the child selling scheme that your grandmother, Roxanne Grinage, and many other CPS, that stands for Children's Protective Services, is fueled by federal laws and Title IV funding, have documented a child selling racketeering scheme. So nobody cared anything about what's in the best interest of the children that did these horrible crimes to children. So everything we do is dedicated to rescuing children of all ages. So no matter how old you get, the same internet technologies that allow us to network and collaborate are the same technologies that we are sending these time capsule messages to everyone. HireLyrics campaign strategy, families fight back, DHS demonic horror stories, families say no more, as HireLyrics and U.S. Citizens Public Docket Database is sponsoring the first 20 who register to organize protests of Department of Human Services. And what we're sponsoring is the customized production of poster boards, yard sign size poster boards with the pictures of the victims, the real flesh and blood human being children that were kidnapped for profit and that were abused and suffered by DHS, even wrongful death, or abused in some other way, whose suffering was prolonged by corrupt judges in Philadelphia Family Court in collusion with Anne Marie Ambrose's Department of Human Services contractors, namely Children's Choice, Methodist Kinship. There's hundreds of them. Go to the official website and you'll see who benefit from the sale of trafficking children. And we're going to have printed on these poster boards that the families will display during the protest, peaceful demonstration that will be filmed and marketed aggressively thereafter to the UN Commission on Human Rights, U.S. Department of Justice. When we get an audience with Eric Holder, we're trying to go with another group, 100 black law enforcement officials who care, officers who care, to get an audience to see Eric Holder. We're trying to join in with other groups that have already made some headway getting an audience with U.S. Department of Justice Eric Holder, asking for intervention for the extreme state of emergency conditions that we're experiencing in many cities where there is systematic abuse of the immunity language in 1983 Civil Rights Act by people who are no more than serial criminals abusing their positions and authority to embezzle money and siphon recovery.gov agency money, stimulus money, and money that was meant to come to the middle class and the working poor. So check out our Blog Talk Radio show. It'll be from the demonstration May 9th, where families fight back. All right, the T-shirts that are free to anyone who registers and attends. Right, and they're for sale. The DHS Demonic Horror Stories Families Fight Back with the HireLyrics design logo of DHS Demonic Horror Stories. They're free to anyone who registers and comes to the peaceful demonstration rally on March 9th, Mother's Day, 2010. But if you want to buy one, they'll ship anywhere in the country, anywhere internationally, for $20 each. Okay, and that includes shipping and handling. God bless everyone. Take